How did we get here? In this amazing room? To think we were in a honky-tonk bar 4 years ago? Seriously, with the music blaring, Tina can attest to that. Wait, by the way, Tina Budd, where are you? Tina Budd is our show producer. Let's give her a big hand. We've worked together for 30 years. We were in each other's wedding. She's my yin to yang. And we fight like cats and dogs, but we get each other and love each other very much. But how did we get here? 2 years ago, I was at the Long Beach Grand Prix and ran into some guy named Mike Spagnolia. Anybody know Mike, president of SEMA? And he loved what Lynn and I were doing. And he sent an email to the friends over at PR and said, you know, we should have an event maybe here at PRI. And lo and behold, Jim Lau calls me and introduces me to Michael Good. And here we are, and it's been a blessing. So with that, Mr. Michael Good, the president of PRI, come share your vision for us.
Got it. Can we have a quick round of applause for Cindy and Lynn St. James and all of them? Beth Beretta. She's hard to follow. What? You're good. Yes, I've got my water bottle. Don't leave home without it anymore. I actually teased her quite a bit about this. So she had, let's call it, 350 to 400 boxes delivered to PRI, to our offices over by the Speedway, in Speedway. And it kind of looked like my front porch does when my wife orders Amazon. And she had so many, I mean, they would have more than filled this stage. And she starts unpacking these water bottles and she says, I've got to wash each one of these. And I said, no, you don't. I said, everyone knows they get a free water bottle. They should probably wash it. You don't have time to do that. And she's like, I'm going to make time. So to her point, another round of applause for washing those water bottles. That was spectacular of you. Cindy is a bundle of energy. I told her if she could bottle that and sell it, she'd have a whole other business model to fund WIMNA. But it's an honor to be here. When she called me about this and said we want to have our 4th annual, I said, would you mind if I put my trade show on the back end of it? And she said, I'll let you do that this one time, Mike. So we couldn't be more excited to have you guys here. PRI, 36th PRI is taking place starting Thursday morning. I think by a show of hands, I think there's a number of you attending. Who's going to the PRI show? That's awesome. Very good. It's going to be a good show. You guys got a fun couple days going on before PRI starts. And so I'm excited for all that's going on here. All the college students that stood up, that's a huge focus of where we are as an organization. I started with PRI in February, and I kind of got my wheels under me, figured out where all the bodies are buried and what all needs to happen with the company. And in July, I stood up with the board of directors and said, we have 4 big initiatives. 3 of those externally have to do with racetracks, have to do with sanctioning bodies. But the 3rd one was around how do we attract the next generation into the industry that we're all crazy passionate about. And so, you know, it perfectly, there's such a complementary alignment between what's going on in this room and what's going on with PRI and where our initiatives and our focus is. And so we couldn't be more excited. I hope that our paths continue to intersect and correlate in many, many ways over the future. And we want to support you guys in any way we can. And I would just tell you that PRI, a lot of people think of it as a show in December in Indianapolis, 3 days a year. But we have it's called a 51 initiative. It's what are we doing to bring value to the industry and help drive the industry forward the other 51 weeks of the year. And, that has to do with education, and it has to do with working with all the institutions that were on the screen earlier, along with vocational schools and working with our customers to help them, because there's a talent gap in many of the parts of the industry that many of you have seen or heard about. And we want to help bridge that gap and continue to educate and attract people into this industry, regardless of, you don't have to be motorsports engineering. You'd be going after an accounting degree in Des Moines. If you love racing, every manufacturer that's going to be on the floor has accounting, marketing, sales, operations, all the different aspects of what you would go to school for. So if you're passionate about, racing and you want to get into the motorsports industry, don't think because you can't drive a car fast, because you don't know how to wrench on vehicles, that there's not a place for you. And I think it's really driving that message home, if you will. So with that, she's so detailed. She said I had 336 seconds on stage. So I'm probably hitting my quota. But I want to thank you all very, very much. I hope Indianapolis, as they do for the PRI show, I hope they continue to roll out the red carpet for you and make it a memorable experience. And again, Cindy, Lynn, everyone, thank you so very much for the partnership here. Our best days are in front of us. So thank you very much. Have a great week.